Hey guys! Have you ever asked yourself if it's normal to feel sleepy after eating? In this video I'm going to share with you the 5 lessons you can learn from your body if you feel tired or even like falling asleep after eating. My name is Peggy from peggyschimmer.com. I warmly welcome you to Gut Feelings, the channel to support you to become your own health expert. So you have all the energy you need to bring your gifts into the world and to live a thriving and fulfilling life. Do you know this feeling? You have lunch and then after lunch you have this midday break and you just feel like you want to sleep, you don't want to work, you just want to have a nap? Or maybe for you it starts already at breakfast, that you just want to eat and then you want to go back to bed. I know for myself when I was younger, I often had these weekends where I just woke up and I wanted to eat something and then just fall back asleep. In this video we learn the 5 lessons that our body tells us if we feel sleepy after eating. Lesson number 1 starts here. Often we have fatigue after eating because we didn't chew enough. It's recommended to chew 30 to 50 times everything you eat. Certain enzymes in your saliva pre-digest the foods, so it gets easier for your stomach and for your intestines to break down the foods, and you need less digestive enzymes. If you feel tired after eating, it could be also the second reason, and that is combining too many different things in one meal and eating that in one go. Our body likes simplicity. The more simple, the more easy it is for our body to digest, and often the way we eat nowadays is just not very body friendly. For example, there are different food groups like fats and carbohydrates which need very different effort and time from our digestive process. Fats need the longest to be digested and carbohydrates are very quickly absorbed into the body, especially if they are simple carbohydrates like fruits, the natural glucose from fruits, which can be absorbed directly into the cell. But for example, if you eat a watermelon and then combine that with a chocolate, then you have a high fat source with the chocolate and a cacao butter, and you have watermelon which is rich in fruit sugars. These guys, the fat in the chocolate is actually inhibiting the quick absorption of the sugars into the cell, so that your blood sugar will be over a longer period of time relatively high. You're also going to need more insulin. High blood sugar can also feed certain pathogens in your system, bacteria, viruses, and your body just needs longer to absorb the nutrients from the food. Best thing to do is to eat as pure as possible, especially with fruits. Try to eat fruits and sweetie things alone and not combined with high protein or high fat sources. And this already makes sense if you think about how a watermelon or an apple, what's in them. It's often, they are high in fructose, they are high in nutrients of course, but they are mostly low in protein and low in fat. So nature already built this the way our body loves it. This brings us to lesson number 3 that we can learn from our body if we feel sleepy after eating. We eat too much fat and too much protein. It takes our body the most effort and the most energy to digest fats. Our liver needs to produce bile. There needs to be produced a lot of digestive enzymes. And it's just going to need a lot of energy from our body to digest foods that are high in protein and high in fat. Lesson number 4, which is very common nowadays, is that we eat too fast. We eat too fast, and what we eat, we don't really focus on it. We just go somewhere, get something, and then we put it into our mouth, and our body is completely overwhelmed with what it gets. It wasn't prepared for that. The way the body is designed is that before we eat something, we see it with our eyes, we smell it with our nose, and so our body has time, especially our stomach and our intestines, our liver have time to prepare for what's coming. We know what's coming, and while we're eating, there's a constant adjusting process between our eyes, our nervous system. We are realizing what we're eating. There's communication happening both ways to ensure that the food is getting digested quickly and the nutrients are absorbed the best way possible. Last but not least, lesson number 5 that we can learn from our body if we're feeling tired after eating is that we eat too much. Often through the process of eating too fast, not chewing well, we also don't have this feeling of being saturated, and then suddenly you feel completely full and bloated and could fall into bed immediately. You can prevent this by simply eating slower and watching the food that you eat. Yeah, don't watch your iPhone, don't look at film, watch what you eat, smell it. I also made an experiment to just use my fingers when eating, or using chopsticks. That also can help, just to give you some inspiration on the way. Guys, thank you for watching. Let me know in the comments below which of the 5 lessons your body teaches you when you feel tired after eating. Which of these surprised you the most? And if there was no surprise, then what do you think is the main issue for you if you feel tired after eating? Thank you for watching, guys. If you are not part of the Gut Feeler family yet, click the subscribe button so we can stay in touch throughout these videos and we can build up a community of health experts and gut feelers who know what's happened inside their body and who took their freedom back to enjoy their life to the fullest together with their body. Thanks for watching. I see you in the next video. Have a great day. Bye bye.